Good morning, traders. This is Captain Jim James here. I don't know if I'm live right now. I'm going to check on another laptop this morning. Now, this chart that I have up right here is on another computer on a different I had to put in a landline so I could get the data up to you as fast as possible. So I'll probably open this up right now in another window on a different computer. Just give me a second here. Oh yeah, baby. This is Captain Jim James here. I don't know if I'm live right now. I'm going to check on another. I can see there's 11 of you out there. You hear me? Awesome sauce. I can see it. I can see you guys out there already. Now, sorry, you're going to have a little bit of feedback. You're going to have a little bit of feedback right now, but it'll go away in just a moment. I have to get a link for this inside of the sub. Now, this is going to get better over time. Give me just a second here. Make sure I got everything I need. Hang tight. This is working. You guys just let me know if you can hear me again one more time. Just be like, hey, I hear you, Cap. Oh, right there. Benny Mac just said he heard me. Right on. Okay, so we're heading into the open right now. I'm going to give everybody a couple seconds to get in here. I want you to be able to see what's going on. Now, I have two rigs set up. So I've got the one that I'm trading on, and I'm trying to set this new rig up with a different platform. So all these goofy lines, stuff that you see here, that'll all go away over time, and you'll get a better experience. Think of this as a test this morning for future live streams. And what I'll do is I'll trade live with you guys Monday through Friday, open and close. Or if there are any key pivots where, let's say we're selling off like crazy or we're moving up like crazy and you're in that panicked state, I will try to go live at that moment to trade with you or find out what you guys think are going on, okay? Good morning, everybody. I can see you. Ha ha! Let's do this. Right on, right on. This is great. It's making my day right here. Hilarious. All right, so there's a few other things. So I ordered a headset so that you won't hear background noise, but I've got two daughters that I homeschool. So at times they'll come around me and they'll ask me a bunch of questions. I've got two dogs that will sometimes want to chase other dogs, that kind of stuff outside. So if you hear, shouldn't hear that stuff. As I ordered some headphones, I said I was going to. I did order headphones last night off eBay, but you never know with eBay. That stuff never comes in, or it comes in next day. So at some point you won't hear that background noise, but I have that kind of stuff going on in my life right now. So just heads up. Good morning to all of you guys. Good morning, Omar, Matthew, Endless Research, M.A., Benjamin Canther, Binky Gallagher, Christopher, Charles Wong, Tegan, Anthony Chavez, PSG, Dragon Wolf, Benny Mac, baby. Any of you guys out there right now, good to see you, okay? Right on. All right, so here's the deal for this morning. Well, I talked about this yesterday. Would we sell off in the middle of the night? We didn't. That's good. We bounced off 47.10 in the middle of the night. What's key about that we got that bounce and we didn't sell off, is that the banks are in. The institutions are in right now. We had those hard sell-offs previously in trading sessions where in the middle of the night we'd hit that resistance and we would sell down huge, right, in the overnight. Big, big drops. Another note, look at my cursor over here. Yesterday, as we sold down into this area below here, right, this 466.25, we thought we'd go down to 4650, and liquidity, like this big giant whale, just came raging right up, right, and bought it. Boom, right into the close. We see that we didn't sell off, as we said, right up here at 47100. So what are we looking for this morning as we head into this open in the next 7 minutes? Well, we're looking for more of that liquidity. We're looking for that big giant whale to come up this morning, grab down below over here, and send us up to this 47,100. Now the one thing I want you to understand is that there are bulls trapped from way back 2-3 weeks ago out there They want to get out of their positions. They're just waiting and dying at this moment this morning for us to go up and for them to unscrew themselves. So that's what we're looking for this morning. We're looking for some support down below here to take this much higher and grind these sellers out of the market. These people are panicked. These people don't care about profit. They just need to get F themselves. I don't want to swear this morning. And I will keep the swearing to a minimum in case you are in front of your friends in an office space or your family or whatever, okay? You guys liking this so far? Yeah, that's right. We're going to do this. I kid you not. This is amazing. It makes me very happy to see this. I'm very excited. Kind of overexcited right now. So here's the key, okay? If you went long here overnight, let's say you bought some FDs in here, there's nothing saying you shouldn't take profit at the bell. And I thought if we had opened higher at this 470, and I think in the video I said this morning that I would call profit right at that number. Now that we're slightly lower on the open right here, there's a fair chance that we're going to get green bars right off the bell. We might just go straight rocket ship up to 47,100 and then sell down. I do want you all you bulls out there right now. Me too. I'm soaked too. Good morning. Good morning, all of you. I can see you guys posting right now. Let me see if I can tag you guys. Let me see. You are all awesome sauce. Right on, right on. There we go. I didn't know if I'd get this up and running this morning. I was pretty I wasn't sure. I had to run through OBS Streamlabs again because I haven't done a live stream in some time. So that's what we're looking for. I think there's a delay in how fast I'm getting this information, you guys. I drilled holes in my floor to go with the landline across the house. I shouldn't have done this, but anyway, I don't care. I'm just more excited about trading with you guys every day. So here we are. I will be with you this morning until the market either calms down. It should be every morning, like let's say 9. I'll try to get on at 9 o'clock and be done by 10 a.m. And then I'll try to get back on here every day. Let's call it like 3 p.m. And I lost to Toad. I lost to Toad. Cal, Adam, Zach, Konstantinos, X, King 14, Michael, Matthew Hoffman, Angie, Adam, Jared, Haycont, Endless Research, bro. Good to see you. Michael Null, King 14. Yeah, I see. Yeah, all you guys are out there. Right on. Hey, Forever Learning Trader. I know who you are. Ha ha. HP. This is crazy. I can't believe this is happening. All right, so let me take a peek here. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, I see all you guys. All right, so let's check this bell. 927, right? If I was long I was cash gang last night, but if I was long last night, I would, because of where we are, I'd probably be holding, looking for that 470. Not 471, I'd be looking for 470. Let me put that on there for you. Let's make this, if you're an FD holder, you are looking for that line right here to sell your FDs. Hopefully you can get this on the bell this morning. Let me see if I can put a drawing here. Let's see if you guys diamond hit or not. I don't know if you'll get this, but if you can, FD holders. That would be me right now this morning. If I was looking for a tag above here, that's what I want to see. If there is brief momentary weakness down here to this 46784, or if we tag the cash gap, let's say the cash close yesterday was, where was it exactly? Let's take a look in here. It was somewhere right here. We were right there. I'm going to be looking to grab that this morning if this happens. So take this auto off. Let me get this over here for you guys. And you can see the bid coming in right before the bell. That's always a good sign. You know bulls are down here that didn't, like me, guy like me, wasn't able to buy this into the close yesterday. It was too fast for me to get into. That I'm going to be looking at anything down here. Anything. And you know bulls are doing that this morning. Absolutely. 9:28. We got 2 minutes left. Y'all ready? Good morning, Angie. How are you? Thank you for the smiley face. Let's see what happens this morning. I can't believe there's 75 people watching this live stream right now. It's amazing. Blowing my face off here. I didn't expect this. All right, so cheers to you guys. I'm gonna have a little sip of coffee here. I don't have much left. I gotta get some. Hey Kay, how are you? KSM, you're in. Let's see what happens. Anyone out there? Is anyone thinking that we're gonna sell down to the pits of hell this morning? I know some of you bear. Hey Chaz, good morning, brother. How are you? Are there any bears out there thinking we're going to sell way down to this 466? I'm finding that hard to believe. I think that we're coming into this point where we're going to grind off sellers above, up here, and then we're going to we will somewhat trade down into, I want you guys to be aware of that CPI report on Friday. So maybe you start seeing us come up, tag, and we start trading down into the Friday CPI numbers. That further weakness could extend into Monday, Tuesday, with the FOMC. Here we go. There we go. Here's the bell. Big giant green bar. Come on, baby. No? I can't believe this works out like this almost every single morning. I get to be here with you guys to tell you live what's probably happening here. So you've got some sellers trying to get out right now. That's what you want to be aware of. You've got sellers from above trying to sell out. You've got FD holders that are praying and hoping that we hit that 469 or 470 flat, right? That's what they're trying to get up to right now. And you are seeing sellers enter the market right now. That is some cause for concern, is that the panic that's setting in. These call holders were holding for the last, let's call it 2-3 weeks, and their calls that are dying are on the 17th, on December 17th. And so they think, oh, I'm going to get better positioning. And as you see us selling down right here, you should be seeing liquidity step in down here at 468.04, that cash gap fill. And one more note to you guys out there. When you're trading and you see these gaps, we usually come back and revisit them at some point during the day. And I want you to be aware of that, because we might, let's say we get those green bars off the bell straight up, then you'll see a revisit down below. When you see us coming down like this right now, you are looking at this point for liquidity to step in down here. If it doesn't, you want to be seeing it. You'll see right here. This is where the big boys stepped in yesterday. And you want to see those big boys step back in down below here this morning to take us up to this 470 once again. So look at, you got a bunch of fearful bulls selling out at the bell. Wild to see. So let's see if we get these guys to step in. I'm probably going to set a trade up for myself this morning. At this point, let me get my, hold on here. I have to get my stuff rolling. Flow algo. Let's see here. I didn't even set up my, I haven't even looked at my brokerage yet this morning. This is hilarious. Wait for me. Just wait for me. I want to buy in. Okay. Don't go too high as of yet. Okay, so options. Let's look at the SPY options for expiry of today and December 8th. You can already see the bots are buying in at 472 at 16 cents, and you've got, oh, actually they're straddling right now. You've got a straddle on 467 at 92 cents, and then you've got call buyers stepping in at 472 for, it was at 16 cents, now it's at 17, 18 cents. And those put buyers, so the calls are, the bulls are in at 16 cents and 472. It's already up to 19 cents, and then you've got some straddlers jumping on 467 for Friday. I think they're looking for that weakness heading into Friday at 84 cents, and they're bouncing back and forth right now. The bots are trying to keep it nice and tight. And you see that nice, gorgeous green bar. You see liquidity coming into the market, and they're telling the bears, no, not right now. This is great. I missed that one little red bar down there. I wish I had grabbed it. I would have grabbed that for a run. That 16 cents calls at 472 are now at 21 cents, up almost 30%. That's a great buy for that low down here at 468, 467.71. So if you, I missed this too. I just opened my brokerage up. So what I would be doing is grabbing this right here, and I'm going to try to hold it to 470, take profit at that moment, and look for any weakness down below here to be grabbing. Anything down here is buy the dip for the rest of today, and you will probably see some further weakness as the day moves forward. And now we see the bears stepping in. They are now starting to get on 468s for the 8th. You have this nice, it looks like for spreads today, The spreads are pretty high. You've got some bulls in from, let's say, 472 to 470, 469, and then you've got a lot of bears in at 468. So this could be a pretty mellow day today. I think this is what it looks like, or it's shaping up to be as a pretty mellow day. Here we go. That was a great little buy right here. This little buy down, this little dip buy down here. This was nice. That's a nice little run right there. I like that. Okay, so you're going to see the bears step in now. They are on 467 and 468. They're going to be wanting to push this down. They think that we are going to do this slow bleed off into Thursday or into Friday. This would be a good time to be buying condors into Thursday, Friday. I did talk to you guys about options AI. I know some of you guys are well versed on spreads. Some of you guys aren't. So if you're looking to learn basic spreads, you should be doing your due diligence, watching videos on YouTube, reading books and white papers on these concepts. I'm going to post for you today some options trading from the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. There's an options industry council that puts out free trading classes for the regular common man to learn, and those classes will give you the nuts and bolts of how to trade spreads. But then I use options AI for a quick and dirty way to see the actual numbers. What am I going to make? What does the spread need to look like for me to make money? I would probably go with that. Let's go to a 5-day real quick. So if it was me, I'd be looking for some nice score. You see we've got today, right? Tomorrow, and then we've got the Friday right here. I bet if you were able to buy a gorgeous, nice right here at the open wide condor that you're going to make some serious money. And always be buying or selling those at the opening bell each day. Now here we go. And now we've got more bears stepping in over here. You've got FD sellers selling out of their call FDs expiring today, and you do have some bears stepping in at that 468 number. These bears get set all the time. No offense to bears out there, but sometimes when I do see heavy, let me take a look at the 10th too. When I see heavy puts coming in, so you've got some call holders still on the 470 for Friday. Those are increasing. They've got we've got some increased buyers on 470 for Friday. That's a good point in plan too for Friday, but I would prefer to be getting into 470s once again, somewhere down in here. If I can get down to this 466, 468 and be taking longs here for the rest of the week, this is going to be where bulls dominate, is somewhere down below in here as we head forward. So come on down, come see me again down below here. I'm probably going to put a trade on here in the next little bit, okay? I'm looking for, if you're a bear out there, there are bears buying 468 Ps. They're at $1.31 at the moment, $1.33, $1.35, and they are loading up. There's 13,000 puts out there. So I want that dip buy. Get me that dip buy, bears. I want that dip buy at 466.35. That would make my day if I can get that dip buy down there. Let's see how you guys out there. Let's see what your live stream is saying. Got 10-year auction today. That will lend weakness to the market. You are correct, HP. Tried to get a fill on that, but she ran past me. Yep, that happened. I didn't have my brokerage open. Apple selling off on production news. Yes, I think that the selling in Apple is typically. Let's see. This is a new. I haven't logged into this one at all. Let's take a look at Apple real quick. Said that Apple was selling off, but yes, it pulls right back up again. So we did have some weakness in Apple, but you have to understand too. I'll put some hedge walls up for you guys. If you guys ask me the night before, or let's say you guys start asking me. I'll put a post up every day. The first 10 people that say, show me where the put wall is on a specific stock, I will put it out so you can see where the put wall is on Apple, let's say. So you can see where it's at. If you guys are looking at Apple, man, Apple's high, bro. Apple's at 173.88. I think the put wall was at 175. I'm not positive on that one, but I think that's where that one is. So you are going to see this range. We are going to grind, and we're gonna take the sellers out. These guys are all hiding up here. They're all hiding back here from there. I'll show you a better way for you to visually see this. Okay. So right in here, you've got all these bulls wanting to take longs in here. Started to grind sideways. Everyone over here is like, you know what? I'm going to put my holiday calls on early. I did that. I bought 1217s. I'm not going to lie to you out there, tell you that I'm the best trader in the world. You only have to be a good trader, what, 60, 70% of the time. So if you're making great trades 70%, 90% of the time, you're good to go. But we all loaded up in here. These people all are trying to get out right now. And we had this further decline down here. So you've got call spread holders in here that are still stuck. And so what they're saying is, if I can just get out over here. So this is like this waterfall that's coming in to play right now as we move forward. And once we exhaust all these sellers, you're going to see that big giant push up. You'll see it probably after the 17th. I would bet the next OPEX or two, you'll see a giant spring. Sometimes, though, on monthly and quarterly OPEXs, the Thursday just before quarterly OPEX, you will see a huge fat run to all-time highs. And we may see that this month before the Thursday. I believe that's the 16th. Yeah, here we go. This is the battle right here that's taking place. You're going to notice that we're going to move up. You'll see more sellers come in trying to escape, and then you're going to see us sell back down. And these banks are going to consume all of these panicked buyers. I promise you, if FOMC, if they don't raise rates, and you see all these panicked sellers above here, these are the people that buy tops. These are the people that bought 474. These are the people that will be buying 478, 480, 500. Sorry for coughing. I got a little hack in my lung from the coffee that I just drank. But you will see us exhaust sellers as we move into FOMC, as we move into the 12-17 expiry, and you'll see these people always step back in down the road and they buy tops. These are the people that come into your feeds on FinTwit, and they're asking you why you still aren't long at this point. They're saying to you, hey, we're at 500, man. Let's say we're at 480. They're going to say to you, we're going to 500 this week. Those are the people that are selling right now in this market, okay? They timed their buy-ins wrong, and now they're going to lick their wounds, say, woof, I got out by the skin of my teeth, and then they are not going to trade. I promise you, these people won't trade. They will be scared. And then once we get up to that 478, 480, whatever that is, they will be back in your feeds saying, hey, man, are you going long here? And of course, you're like, no, I bought the bottom way, way, way down there, right? I bought the bottom down at the 460s. I'm good to go. I've got no worries right now. And I'm about to sell you my bags. I think that's what people do. There we go. What do we got here? VIX got support, a whole gap, 21.6. This is great. Cappy, thanks. 17th, we'll release a ton of gamma from massive puts expiring. Johnny Boy 22, I fully agree with you 100%. There are a few dates that I posted on my sub where I showed you guys where we had large puts expiring. And we also have that rotational trade that'll take place for the quarterly OPEX for December on the 17th. So I'm looking forward to that day. I'm going to be looking forward to the Thursday to be trying to get in that morning of Thursday. That could be a face ripper day. And then, of course, the couple dates thereafter that. And I think the 31st. I'm not looking right now. I'm trying to pay attention to everything. But I think I'm looking for December 31 as the next big day where we can have another face ripper rally. I wonder, though, in past years, we usually have that slow melt up on the 31st or the 24th, depending on when expiries are. It would be hilarious to see us not do that ripper rally until like first week of January, second week of January, when no one's expecting it. Everyone's wanting to close and sell out and get out of the market. And lo and behold, we actually hit those highs when everyone's done, right? Retail's out of the market. The banks can wrap up their positions. That would be wild. That would be something that nobody is going to want to take that risk on into January with. So that's that. Anyways, that's what I'm thinking about. Let me go back to the flow this morning. Take a look at that for you guys. Oh, nope. Hold on. Oh, so I'm switching over this morning to Tradealytics from Flow Algo, and I switched. I'm switching over, and yesterday was the last day for my Flow Algo. So we've got bears in. They're trying to put some sort of a wall up. 468. It's at $1.15. There's now 22,000 people on that option, and then I'm looking at December 10th. Still have buyers at 470. So I'm gonna say we're going sideways, boys and girls. Definitely going sideways this morning, and that sucks. If I see anything, I'm probably gonna log off here shortly so I can get this other monitor set up and I can get my Flow software up and running this morning. And it will give some trade. This will give you guys some. I'll have some trade setups for you for individual stocks as we head into the rest of today and into the rest of the week. And I know you guys were asking for stocks yesterday. I tend to trade one more thing before you guys get off here. The reason I trade indexes more now than individual tickers, I'll usually pick one and stick with it. I'll pick, let's say, Tesla or Apple, something like that that's moving that I know and I'm familiar with. But I want you guys to understand that what makes the indexes, specifically the SPY, easier or the Qs is, let's say one day Apple's got great news, right? You're good on Apple, but then the next day they get some bad news, you can get caught in your trades, right? Whereas if only one of the Qs, big tech companies, is firing off that day, and they're holding up the Qs, it's a little bit more forgiving than individual tickers. So if you're struggling out there making money, I always try to recommend that you learn the SPY first, the ES first, SPX, any of those, so that you can make consistent money. There's that forgiveness that you're not relying upon one company or one ticker to make you money that day or that week, okay? So the easiest plays are typically in the indexes. They're more forgiving. And then start to learn one ticker at a time, become familiar with it over 6 months, 3 months, a year. Then move on. Let's say you're playing Apple for a year or AMD. I always recommend people play AMD. It's a very forgiving tech stock to play. And then you can move on to more difficult stocks like, let's say BA is a tough one sometimes. Disney's a tough one to trade. What else is tough? Tesla's an easy one if you know what to look for. It usually moves in 100 to 120 points, and then it comes back down and forms a flag and then moves again. But you start to become familiar with those tickers so that you can move out of the indexes into, let's say SPY like today is moving sideways. You can start looking at individual tickers to trade on the day that are down, that are looking to move up. So by close today, you will see me with some trade ideas for you for tickers, and I will have Flow back up and running. I was running a Flow algo, but they keep needing to reset servers at the bell each day, and so my Flow ends up being delayed, and I really need that actionable stuff when I am trading, right? And so I'm going to switch over to, I think, Tradealytics or something it's called. We're going to test that one out and see if that offers better information. What I did like about Flow Algo is they cut through a lot of the noise in the market and it drills right down into, hey, AMD's moving this morning. Hey, Google's moving this morning. So you can direct your energy and not have to do too much research. Let me see what you guys are texting right now. Sounds good, Cap. Funny because SPY is my only losing trade. Every time I touch it, I get burned. Need to learn. Haha. Wait. That's the thing. Black Wolf's got that right. Oh, how about Lamborghini? Screen for high beta, high ATR tickers and FinViz. I do that. So Troy Corp, I put out tickers right now every Saturday or Sunday, and I've got a system that I use on FinViz where I do post tickers with some high beta stuff going on in them. I will show you guys that stuff later today. Or, you know what? Until later today's live stream at the bell, I'm going to show you guys how I search for my tickers that I post on Saturdays and Sundays, so you can even do it on your own, and you know exactly what to be looking for those things to move. Those things tend to hit almost every single time. I know some of those guys out there, like Joe Donut, those guys see me post that stuff. I know Quinn Invests checks that out. Chaz checks that out, and those guys usually keep track of them to see if they print, and they print like 80% of the time. I have a real high number on those individual tickers that are printing, and it's not due so much to any kind of like magic that I'm doing. I'm looking for companies that launched within 3 years. I'm looking for companies that have year-over-year profits above 30%. I'm looking for companies that have kick-out or really great ER reports consistently. And then I'm looking for the banks to have stepped in and start to raise the price of that ticker to where they think it needs to be. And you can see that push in the background on those tickers. I trade IWM, seems to move pretty cleanly. Love your coverage on it, Cap. Right on, right on. Thanks, Benjamin. All right, so I got 112 viewers. This is insane. Insano. Okay, so I'm going to, not logging off just at this moment, but I have to get this other monitor set up this morning. I'm going to give you guys the lowdown on how I pick these high beta tickers and when I get into them. Some of you guys know I'm an old Wall Street Bets guy. I was in the Wall Street Bets sub years ago, and they taught me how to ruthlessly trade FDs. Taught me how to ruthlessly trade this market. Eventually, I was in I don't know how many of you guys know about Wall Street Bets, but there's been some ups and downs to that subreddit on Reddit. I was inside of the Vegas Bets sub with, was it Sater, those guys way back when, and then there was a big, huge fallout. I played the GME trade from early on. I have post history about it. So I know how to find these stocks for you guys, and we're going to continue to do that as we move forward. Look at that beautiful move. Look at that gorgeous 469.32. And this was the expectation for today. You're gonna see these dips, and then we're gonna push up, and we're gonna grind out those sellers. See us moving up right now, and look at that little touch up there. This is this area right here. See that little pin strike up there at 469.32? You're gonna start to see things like this. You'll see the FD holders trying to hold to 470, and that's what we're gonna do. That's right. Unless we have some bad news coming out today, I'm telling. This is what's ahead of us right here. Buy the dip, sell the rip. Day trade this stuff. Buy the dip, sell the rip. Keep a news feed open. Walter Bloomberg, whoever you guys prefer. Financial Times. Some of you guys have news squawks that are going. You guys want to keep those available. And that was my other point about news. If you start to see us coming up here and you see some negative news, you know that that's a signal for you to get out. If we start selling off, see positive news, you want to be grabbing these bottoms down here and day trading these right here. This is a great trade right here. It's a beautiful freaking... I need to get off the live stream so that I can trade myself. Need a primary FDs, where to look. We're running Cap. Right on, Kay. Hey, Eric, how's it going? I already said hi to Troy. How's it going? I'll give you guys a primer. I'm gonna do some live day trading of FDs for you. For me, the mechanics on FDs, I am looking for calls or puts that are very cheap. There's no interest in. I'm looking for when the OPEX is. Is it 1 day, 2 days, 3 days? The impacts of that OPEX. We bought some on Monday. I remember some of you guys at the bell, we were trying to buy FDs. There were 470s. No one was in them. They were 30 cents a piece. They went up to $2, and I think they topped out at like $2.20, $2.30. Yesterday, it was insane. That you're talking about, what is that? 900% gains on those? Something insane like that. Oh, Twitter tips along with PayPal link. I thought I had, I'm not sure if I did or not. Oh yeah, right here. So I'll try to figure out how to put something in here. But if you look down below in the body, if you guys look down below, it says support the stream. It says Streamlabs, Captain Jim James, HTTPS. If you guys want to support the stream, there's a little icon down, or there's a little link down in the description, the video description. I'll try to get something inside of the chat. Okay. Right? I don't know why it's not in there. Maybe I'll have to add. I don't know how to do this stuff. I've never done this before. This is new for me. So, but I think in the description of the video, you'll see a donate button, and I will try to get something today. I have to watch a video or two and figure out how to put buttons, I guess, inside of the chat. But one last thing about that too. If you guys are poor out there, don't be sending me your last $5. But if you guys make money off trades, with the information I'm putting out, if I'm helping you guys become better traders out there, that's all I ask. You know what's weird about that is when I was learning how to trade, and these There's these guys out there that would give me great information on on how to make actual money. You're gonna see people out there that use big words when they trade, or they try to do this huge explanation on stuff, but they don't actually teach you how to trade, how to time your trades, how to get in, how to get out. When you start to meet those people that are teaching you how to enter and exit this market, and they're giving you what you need to make money, at the end of the day, all that matters is that you have money in your bank account. And if I ever become that guy for you, and you guys want to give me a tip, I understand that feeling because I had that same feeling, and I wanted to tip those guys, show those guys, like, hey man, I'm thankful. Like, thanks for making me money. So, but other than that, if you guys are poor, don't even sweat it. There's no requirement here. This is a free sub for you guys to give back. I owe you guys, believe, especially new traders. You have no idea how much I owe you. It took me years to become a trader that didn't blow up accounts. I used to blow up accounts. One time I blew up an account that was $130,000 or something stupid like that, and made me broke, poor. Go back to work. Go back to work, Captain. So even with big accounts, you can blow them up, and it takes years to not blow them up. And so I owe you. I owe you to not be paying. There's some subsellers out there. I don't know what they're selling to you. They're selling you all like classes. I've got free classes for you to watch. And they're selling you all kinds of stuff that you don't need. You guys need to learn how to execute trades properly. This is where I buy. This is where I sell. This is where my stops are. And then have a plan for the market. What are we expecting today? Is something unexpected going to happen? If you're able to figure out somewhat where the market is and what it's going to do, it gives you what you need, the confidence that you need. And even if it goes wrong, then you can look for, why is my plan not working this morning? What changed this morning that I didn't know about? And there's some things you have no control over. There's some unknown news. Market always hates that, right? So I don't know. That's it. I want to stop talking. I'm like off the rails right now talking. Would be good for the crew to see more info on identifying the gamma levels and call put wells. Agreed. I need to do a video for you guys so that you guys can see where the buyers are and where the sellers are. And I'm also going to give you I'm going to eventually put this thing called bookmap up here for your live streams. What that's going to show you is we can watch live if the buyers step in, or if they're going to stay down below and wait for the market to sell down to them. And that is a moment where you know to enter the market. So you'll see this if you think about it, like, let's say you think about like the Gulf Stream in the Atlantic Ocean, right? You've got all this cold water above, then you've got this warm water that travels north underneath the ocean, right? And you'll see when you're in the ocean, sometimes you'll see the Gulf Stream will come up above, and it creates these things called doldrums where you can't sail any longer. It's a little bit opposite of that in the market, but you're looking for the big giant whale coming up from below, grabbing onto the market and sending it higher. So we will end up putting that up on live stream so that you can see if these buyers are stepping in down below here and sending it higher, okay? And right now we know that that is the case. We know that that happened on Monday at close, that these big buyers are down here and that they're along this market. So they will continue to wean off these sellers, and once these sellers are exhausted, this could take all the way into Friday for that CPI weakness, and hopefully they will step back in for one more run into maybe Monday, and then we will probably be weak into FMC. That's almost guaranteed, unless that stuff leaks. You might have seen they might know something we don't know. That always seems to happen. They seem to at some point in the day know what is going to happen in FOMC. Always remember risk management, written trading plan, work on mindset every day. 95% how to think, not how to do. Agreed. 100%. And you guys should know that too. So what I do, you guys want to know what I do is, so I try to watch that close every night. I get amped up watching futures too at nighttime, but I try to write a trading plan for myself every single day. I'm trying to look at all the data that's out there. I try to gauge what the market sentiment is from retail traders. I try to gauge what news is trying to be telegraphed to me. I look at the interest on options for the dates and the expirations on options on dates that are coming out. And then I'm looking for that gamma. Just like Forever Learning Trader, he trades like this all the time. I trade with him on on Twitter all the time. He knows exactly what he's doing when in terms of where to buy, where to sell, and then if we're in a positive or negative gamma environment. Just so you know, too, we are in a positive gamma environment. We did flip gamma. I believe that was 2 days ago, and that's why we started squeezing higher. It was short covering heading up. And that's part of the reason that I bought those calls. No one was in calls, and the bears were too afraid at that point to short any longer. So, okay, so I'm going to cut off live stream now. I'm going to set up that flow so I can get you guys some actionable trades for today. And I will see you all back here at 3 p.m. Okay, 102, I can't believe it. I will see you soon. You guys need to log. Oh, make sure you like these videos. Yeah, right on, brothers. You guys are all liking this stuff too. You guys are liking on the description. You guys are awesome. So these are my day trades for today. You can see if you guys are day trading this today, you're looking to buy any of this weakness down below, and you're going to hold them up to the top up here, exhaust these sellers, and rinse and repeat as we head through the day. And you might see continued weakness as we head into the close. And the other thing I'm looking for is some form of squeezing possibility that could take place into close over here. If we trade down into today, you'll sometimes see like Sneaky Pete shorts will lift their shorts later in the day. Turn on notifications. I like the video. Smash the like button. I don't know how. Let me see how to do this. I don't exactly know. Yeah. So just so you guys know, I'm gonna work on notifications and buttons and all that kind of stuff. I have no idea what I'm doing with live streaming on OBS Labs. It's all brand new to me. Thank you all for your support. You all don't know how awesome it is to see you guys with me this morning. All right. Check back in later, 3 p.m.